Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Gurpreet K. This is my segment, and there's no G&G today. Gail is taking some mental break. I was taking some mental break, but I am back, and I will be doing various different types of lives going forward. HR, career, job searching, those are my expertise, and those are the types of lives I will be doing. Today, I wanted to come on and talk about one thing that no one is teaching, no one's talking on, no one's is telling you this, that, when it comes to job searching, or when it comes to landing jobs, or when it comes to your career, employers don't determine what you should get paid. You do, okay? So you determine what you get paid. Before we kick off this segment, as always, please take a moment to introduce yourself. Let me know in the comments where you are tuning in from, who you are, where you're tuning in from, and then we'll get the segment going. But today I'm going to talk about something really important that I don't see many career coaches or many people not talking on. This very important thing. When it comes to what you get paid, you determine that, not a company, not the market, not what the market going rate is, but you determine how much you are worth and how much you should get paid. So take a moment and introduce yourself. I see tons of people tuning into this live. So type in introduce yourself. First step, please take a moment to introduce yourself. Where are you tuning in from? And what are you looking for? Or just to do an intro for yourself. Just a disclaimer, I will not be touching or answering any questions to do with how to immigrate to Canada. I am not an immigrant. I am not an immigration consultant. I don't know how you can come to Canada. Best bet to do is, if you are looking for advice on how to immigrate to Canada, please speak with experts that are experts on this matter, which are immigration consultants. I'm not an immigrant. I'm born and raised in Canada, so I cannot assist you. I don't know anything about this process, no knowledge. So please, again, I will tell you to go and speak with immigration consultants. I will not be answering any questions on how to immigrate to Canada. This is not that segment. So disclaimer, if you be writing questions and like, oh, Gurpreet, you didn't answer my question, disclaimer right there. I will not be answering questions to do anything about immigrating to Canada. So today's segment is all about how you should determine what your worth is and how much you should get paid. Okay, employers do not determine what you should get paid. This is the biggest mistake I see so many career professionals making. So many career professionals, I see this every single day, making this one common mistake, is letting the employer determine how much they should make. Now, as we kick off this segment, I have one question that I want to ask everybody. How many people have ever been in a job or currently in a job where you are producing and doing so much for the employer, for your manager? You are working around the clock. You are working so hard. You're producing and delivering so much, but you don't feel like you are being compensated for what you actually do. How many people that are listening to this segment right this moment have ever been in a place or are currently in this place right now where you don't think you are getting paid for the work you are actually doing at your current employer? How many people right now? Don't be shy, guys. Take a moment and answer this question. Type it in the comment section. Have you ever felt like you are doing so much at work but not nearly getting paid close to what you are actually doing? Someone saying I'm underpaid. How many people right this moment who are tuned in feel like they're underpaid for the work they actually do? So guys, again, don't be shy. Write it in the comment section. Also use this segment as networking, as an opportunity to get discovered. Now, I have tons of followers, almost close to 50K. I have beyond 27,000 connections. So if you introduce yourself, engage in this content today, you will be getting exposure and creating awareness about you to my followers and my network. And not just that, every single person that writes a comment, you're being exposed to their audience, to their followers, to their connection. That's how powerful LinkedIn is, and it's why I love LinkedIn. So never shy away from engaging with someone's content, especially if you're tuning into LinkedIn Live. How many people feel like they're not getting paid their worth? So you type it in the comment section. Somia, I already do Zoom sessions. I think I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I already do Zoom sessions. I actually have a master class that I'm doing, a free master class. If anybody wants to sign up, it's all about how to land your dream role and earn up to 200% more in salary. So if you haven't signed up for that, feel free to do that. It's a free master class. Too many people are working so hard every single day. Too many people are busting, pardon my language, their asses at work for pennies and not getting paid their true worth. How do I know this? Well, I'm an HR expert and I've been seeing this for 15 years. There are tons of people doing tons of things at work, but don't nearly get paid their worth. I've been one of those people where I've been working, doing so much, but I didn't think that I was actually being compensated fairly for what I was actually doing, the responsibilities and duties and the tons of work that I had. So you are not alone. I'm here to tell you you are not alone. That's because no one's taught us. No one's taught us not to paid enough for my skills. Sandeep. See, so today's segment, I'm going to dive deep into a little bit into why it's not the employer that determines how much you should get paid. You do. Okay. Step first is you need to determine. Okay. You get paid what you think you are worth, what your confidence, right? If you think you can only, if you think the company will only pay you 60K, then that's all you're going to get paid. But if you think, no, I'm worth 100K and I'm only going to entertain opportunities and roles that are 100K, I'm going to align myself to companies that will pay me 100K, then guess what? You will get paid 100K, right? You get paid what you energetically feel you are worth. So step one is to actually determine what are you worth? And you have to own it. You have to own what you are worth, okay? Now, I was listening to Dean's segment today, and someone wrote a comment on his segment saying, well, the companies, the employers determine how much we get paid. The market determines how much we get paid. And I'm here to tell you that is not true. That is not true at all. The market and the employers do not determine how much you get paid. You determine how much you get paid. And here's why you determine. Here's what the market going rate does not exhibit, okay? Market going rate is not does not calculate how much your brain is worth. Market going rate is based on years of experience, skills, and credentials. That's it. But the market assessment is not based on how much your brain as individuals is worth, because no two brains are the same. No two brains are the same. So you get to determine how much you are worth, okay? So you have to determine how much you are worth, and you have to own it. You have to claim it. You have to feel worthy of that amount. And if you don't feel worthy of that amount, you will not get paid. And here's the true story. Why should you listen to what I'm saying? Why am I talking about this self-worth, worthiness? Is because I've been there too. I've been there more times than I like to admit, where I was improperly determining my dollar value on my brain because I thought I wasn't going to get paid that. And every time I thought I wasn't going to get paid, let's say $100 an hour, that no company is going to pay me $100 an hour, guess what? Because that's the energy I was projecting, no company was going to pay me $100. But when I made the shift to owning how much I'm worth, owning what I can do for companies, the problems I solve, how much money I make for companies, how much money I save them, that's when my shift started to happen. I was like, well, if I can save companies X amount of money, they need to pay me X amount of money to solve those problems, right? So think about how much money, what if you're solving $1 million problems, shouldn't you get paid to solve those problems? Should you just get paid $65K salary to solve $1 million problem? How many people believe that you should be getting paid $65K to solve a $1 million problem? And this is not everybody. Like, this is not just unique to you guys. Like, don't feel bad that you are not, you are underpaid. Society, the norm in the job searching a career is that we've been conditioned to think that the employer determines how much we are paid, or the market determines how much we can make. That is false. That is absolutely 100% false. And why I can confidently say this is because I've been helping people, individuals just like yourself, make more money in their careers than they've ever made before they met me. I can confidently say this without shadow of a doubt, that you can get paid more than what you're making now if you actually know how much you're worth. So step one is you want to go to payscale.com to understand how much you are worth. Keep in mind that PayScale will only give you 1/2 of what you're worth. The other half, you got to put a dollar value on your brain, okay? Your brain should have a dollar amount attached to it. Now, a real serious question to everybody listening to this: how many people have put a dollar value on their brain? How many people here tuned in have put a dollar value on their brain? How many people, let me better phrase this question. How many people know how much their brain is worth? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. How many people know how much their brain is worth? Have you put a dollar value amount on your brain? Don't be shy, guys. So here's the thing. If you don't put a dollar value on your brain, then you will always end up in low-paying job. A really good question. How do we know our worth? This is an excellent question, and I want to thank this individual. who wrote this question on how do we get to know our worth. This is the $1 million question that you should be asking. How much do I determine? How do I find out how much I'm worth? Okay, so payscale.com is one avenue. You can Google salary ranges in your area, but that's just one component. Okay, that will give you a general idea of what somebody with your caliber is worth. But keep in mind, it's not giving you a dollar value on your brain. This is what so many people are not teaching, is that you need to put a dollar value on your brain. You need to put a dollar value on your brain. Your brain is your superpower. Your brain is unique to you. My brain is unique to me. My brain, you don't have. I don't have your brain, and you don't have my brain. Nobody on this call, none of us have the same brain. None of us can deliver the same things for companies. So you need to put a dollar value on how much are your brain worth. And a couple questions to think of. What type of problems have you solved? Are you solving $1 million problems? Okay. What type of problems do you solve? Can someone do what you can do? Can someone do what you can do? What you can do with your brain, can someone else do that same thing? Can someone else do what you can do with your brain? That's the question you need to answer. Can someone do what you can do? Now, when these are deep questions. You need to know how much you are worth, and don't take a penny less. So employers don't determine your worth, you do. Employers don't determine how much you should get paid, you do. You determine how much you are worth, you determine how much you get paid. The beauty here is that you first need to figure out what that worth looks like. And then I want you to have confidence to not to take a penny less, but what you do going forward, how you communicate that worth, how you exhibit that worth from your LinkedIn profile, from your resumes, how you communicate in those interviews, your presentation of your resume, presentation of your LinkedIn profile, presentation of you, your brand, your image, all of it has to equal the amount that you are saying you are worth. If you cannot communicate the ROI, the return on investment the employer is going to get from hiring you, you will not get paid whatever you are asking for. So for example, if I'm asking for $500 an hour and I can exhibit the return on the investment from someone paying me $100 an hour, guess what? No one's going to hire me for $500 an hour. If I can't show the benefit that I bring to the table, to you, to employer, to companies, to you as career professionals, a career coach, no one's going to pay me that amount, right? So think of it's an investment. Companies are paying you salaries as an investment because they need a return on it. It's a business transaction. It's an investment. When we make an investment in something, we are looking for ROI, return on investment. You need to know the ROI you will generate for companies, for employers. When companies can see the dollar value, ching, 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 as you're talking, they will pay you that much. I've helped people go from $38,000 to $70K job. That's a big jump in salary. I've taken someone from $40K and moved them to six-figure job within a year. They went from $40K to $60K to $100K, all less than 6 months. Because when you know how much you're worth, the half the battle is knowing how much you're worth. The second is how to position yourself so you get paid that worth. You can position yourself just like I'm a job seeker, and think you're going to get paid that amount of money, right? You are not a job seeker. You are a solution to someone's problems. Okay, so you have to, let me tell you what you need to do. You need to go to PayScale and find out what is the going rate for someone with your expertise, experience, and caliber. Second, you need to determine a dollar value on top of what pay scale is saying. You need to put a dollar value on your brain. Then you need to be exhibiting ROI. How much money will a company make from you? You're either saving company money or you're generating company money. Every single person in the organization, from all the way from cleaner to all the way to CEO, is contributing to the organization's profit. Where do you fit in that piece of the pie? Where are you fitting into the piece of the pie? How do you will make company money? When you can talk in language of money, because everybody understands money, everybody needs to know when you are dishing out money, you want to know well, what am I getting in return, right? Return on investment. That is how you make more money in your career. We need to be sure what worth we can offer, but how do we create unique selling point for us? How can we ensure that what return are we going to deliver? How to go for self-branding? Excellent questions. These are excellent questions. Thank you for asking such great questions. And here's where I come in. This is what I've been teaching career professionals. This is what I do. This is what I teach. So I can't answer these questions in a 10-minute segment on this LinkedIn Live. This requires much more in depth because there's much more strategies, in depth analysis and process to put together, and then how we sell you. But I do all this in my bootcamp program. So someone was asking me the other day, when is my next bootcamp starting? So next batch of my bootcamp is starting. But this is what I teach. This is what sets my coaching program different from all other career coaches and other coaches out there, is that I am getting people into their dream roles and earning up to 200% more, because I am teaching you something that you've never been taught before. You have not been taught how to calculate the dollar value on your brain. You have not been taught how to sell yourself. You have not been taught how to brand yourself. You have not taught to how to put yourself together, your presentation from your resume, LinkedIn profile, branding, your personal image, to how you communicate in those interviews. Guys, half the battle is getting those interviews. The other half battle is how you communicate. If you do not exhibit ROIs in the interviews, companies will not pay you. I've successfully helped my clients have landed, 80K negotiated, and the job offer was given for 80K, successfully negotiated to 130K. That is one of the benefits of working with me. I will guarantee you, when you work with me, you will be making more money than you were before you met me. So bootcamp is starting. My bootcamp program is starting August 26th. I am dropping the link for anybody that wants to read more details. I don't know why Siri is talking. Here's the link to my bootcamp program. Enrollments are open now. You can schedule a discovery call with me before you enroll into the bootcamp program, but you determine how much you get paid. You have to have confidence in how much you get paid. Is this a logic applicable to public sector as well? Yes. Guys, you think public sectors don't make, I know tons of people making tons of money even in public sectors. You determine your worth. If you think, anybody that thinks that they're not in control of how much they can make, then that there is a lack. There is self-awareness. You're self-aware of how much you are worth. You have to put a dollar value on your brain, guys. If you are in the mercy of other people determining how much you should be paid, then you will always constantly be in roles where you are producing so much but feel like you're not getting nearly paid enough to make to deliver what you deliver. How many people are in roles right now that don't pay them how much you should be getting paid? How many people are in roles or working every single day and feel like, I don't get paid enough? How many times have that thought crossed your mind? I'm busting my ass. I'm working 12 hours a day, but I'm only getting paid X amount of salary. I'm not getting truly paid for what I do. How many people, how many times has that thought crossed your mind? Exactly, like if you're taking care of HR, how can you ensure that how much money you can make for that company? Yeah, I know exactly how much money I make for companies. I know exactly how much money I make for companies. I know my facts, my figures. I know dollar amounts. I know exactly how I make companies money. Now, how do I make companies money? Is that I find them the right talent, save them time. I help them retain talent. Retention is a huge cost to organization. If you can retain your talent, you'll be spending almost up to 200% of the ending salary of the employee to replace them. That is costing companies millions and millions of dollars. Millions. Turnover costs companies, organization millions of dollars. Making bad hiring decisions cost companies anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 per bad hire decision. Every time a company is out of a key player, it is costing organizations $5,000 to $7,000 a day. I know my facts. I know my figures. I know how much money I can make companies. And that is exactly what you need to do. You need to know exactly how much money you can make organization. If possible, please give brief introduction of the bootcamp program. I have dropped the link in the comment section if anybody wants to take a look. Okay, I've been running this bootcamp program for two plus years. Okay, we're going on our third year. I'm proud to say that I have built this program from scratch. Each month I run this program, it gets better and better. Each time I've run this program, every single person has taken this program has landed in jobs that paid them more money than they were making before they met me. They are setting up their careers up for success for life. Okay, all my bootcamper individuals who's taken the bootcamp program have successfully switched jobs multiple times, like a couple of times, without ever applying for jobs. Because one of the things I teach in this bootcamp program is how to build your pipelines and set them, how to automate it, how to automate your pipelines. I teach brand building. I teach how to navigate the power of LinkedIn, how to LinkedIn profiles so they are generating leads for you, how to make more money in your career, how do you communicate that, how you communicate your worth on a piece of paper called resume, how do you communicate ROI on your resume, your LinkedIn profiles, how do you put a job search funnel together, how do you put strategies in successfully landing your jobs, how do you interview closing strategies, how you answer interview questions, how should you answer interview questions, what type of interview questions you should be asking. It's a complete 360 program from start to finish. Nothing is left to chance. And you get to work. I am working with you and getting you into your dream role and making whatever you think you are worth. I will help you figure out how much you are worth. I was talking to an individual just yesterday, just Monday. One of my clients who's a new immigrant has landed his first role in Canada. He had 2 job offers. My clients also get multiple job offers, and that's the sweetest spot to be in, is to have multiple job offers. And then you have bargaining power. Newcomer to India, from in India to Canada, and landed 80K job. 80K successfully negotiated. Never had to hear no Canadian experience. Didn't have to hear, oh no, you don't have Canadian experience, so we can't hire you at 80K and then think you should start at 60K or 50K. No. Guys, it's all about how you communicate, how you talk, how confident you are in yourself. But again, you determine how much you are worth. You determine how much you are worth. So I'm going to open up the lines now for Q&A. Job search, career, ask me any questions and I will answer your question. But you are in fully control of how much you make. How can you as an HR professional ensure that you exhibit your value during an interview, that X financial value you've added to that organization? Typically in an interview, how can we ensure that we have facts and figures? Great question. This is an excellent question. I actually covered this in the bootcamp program. This is not an easy question where I can just give you your answer and you can run with it. Interviews, like someone as an HR professional who's been doing interviews for 15 plus years, been hiring people for 15 plus years, at 15 plus years experience in hiring, building our recruitment processes, interview processes. In the interview, like no one's going to ask you, hey, how much people will ask you how much your salary you're looking for. But this is not an easy question, just so that this question requires more in-depth analysis of who you are, what you bring to the table, and how you should answer questions. Like no one's going to sit there and say, give me facts and figures. Okay. So I would love, who is this person? Mega, I would love for you to take my link, my bootcamp program, You the Ideal Candidate. Mega, also Mega, I see that you don't have a LinkedIn picture. You don't have your own picture of yourself as LinkedIn. You have what you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. And then you have real employee engagement happens in the heart. Well, we can't see what that is. Hire for right attitude. Okay, so this is how you don't get paid what your worth is. Having LinkedIn profiles where you have quotes. Like you don't put a LinkedIn, your LinkedIn profile is you. You need to have a LinkedIn profile picture of yourself. Common mistake I see people making is that people set up their LinkedIn profiles like it's Facebook or it's their Instagram account. You need to determine the difference between a powerful tool like LinkedIn and Facebook. LinkedIn and Facebook are not the same thing. If you are setting up your LinkedIn profiles like their Facebook, yeah, you are not going to land those high paying jobs. Okay. So Mega, that's one thing I can tell you right off the bat that you're doing wrong. Your LinkedIn profile is set up like a Facebook account. Okay, Q&A. If you want to speak with me, I am going to drop that link. You can hop on this call, hop on the live call. Okay, so I openly invite anyone to hop on the call and speak with me. You can ask me one question on the call and I will answer it. Hop on the live call and speak with me directly. Here's the link. I've dropped the link, guys. Feel free to hop on the call if you want me to answer any questions. You can also type in your questions below in the comment section, and I am more than happy to answer any questions. So I just want to summarize what I've been talking about. You determine how much you should get paid. You should get paid what you are worth. Your brain is your superpower. No two people have the same brains. What's unique to each individual is your brain, and you need to put a dollar value on your brain. Okay, you need to put a dollar value on your brain. If you don't know how to do that, it's one of the things I do cover in my bootcamp program. My bootcamp program is 8 weeks program with live classes, live coaching live classes. There are 8 live classes that I teach. Each 8 weeks, we are covering different topics. Each class, you get a homework assigned that you need to go execute. Every Monday, you will get every Monday for the next 4 months, when you sign up for 4 months, every Monday, there is tutor/coaching session that happens on Zoom that you get access to for 4 months. Okay, 4 months. So 8 live classes, which covers topics. I'm teaching 8 live classes, from how to write your resume, how to determine your worth, how to put a dollar value to your brain, then how to communicate and land that. I'm going to show you step by step my blueprint on how to land your dream role and earn up to 200% more. It's an 8-week program. Plus, you get 4 months of coaching included. It is a group coaching program. Every single person that comes into this program gets transformed and never leaves the same way they came in. And the biggest transformation that you will go through is you are going to get crystal clear on how much you should be making, how much you are worth, and that you will never ever in your life take anything less than what you deserve. You will never take a penny less, and you will be in roles that fulfills you, that make you happy. You are fully satisfied. You'll be working with managers that treat you like gold. You'll be working with employers who treat you like gold. You will never end up in companies or working for employers that are toxic. I will guarantee you that, because I'm an HR expert. I will show you exactly how you should be assessing and evaluating companies as well. You will never, mark my words, if you work with me, you will never, ever end up in low-paying jobs, companies that don't pay your worth, and you will definitely never end up in toxic work environments. That is a guarantee that you will get when you work with me. And your investment, here's the return on your investment. Your return on the investment is you're going to be in your dream role, and you will be making up to 200% more than you're making right now. That is a commitment that I make to you when you sign up for my bootcamp program. So I am taking any questions. Please, any questions you have, type them below in the comment section. If you want to join my bootcamp program, feel free to message me and DM me, and we can schedule a discovery call. I always do a 20-minute discovery call to determine if we are the right fit for one another before you enroll into the bootcamp program. That is something that's really important to me, is speak to individuals before they sign up for the bootcamp, so that you can determine if I'm the right fit for you, and I can determine if I'm the right fit for you. If we are not a right fit for each other, I would openly tell you that, and I would tell you not to enroll into my bootcamp program. I am committed to helping those that I can help, that I can truly help and make a difference in your life. If I can't help you, I won't be able to work with you, and I will be openly communicating that with you. Okay, any questions, guys? It is hot today. Any questions that you have for me? Anyone has a question, drop it below. You want to talk to me, you can ask me a question live by hopping on the live call. You can get coaching right now from me. I'm happy to answer one question. Oh, I just cracked my neck. Okay, doesn't look like anybody has a question. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the segment here. Last call. If anybody has a question for me, type it below. If you want to know how you can land jobs that pay your worth, I'm going to say this one more time. You are in full control on how much you can make. You have full control of how much you are worth. You need to determine how much you are worth. You need to own it. You have to have confidence. If you don't have confidence, companies will not pay you what you're asking for. Okay, confidence is also a key success in how much you can make. If you don't have confidence in your own ability, then no one's gonna give you that much, right? And also what you communicate and what you exhibit to companies will determine how much you get paid. If you exhibit to companies you're worth 60K, no company is gonna give you more than 60K. They're only going to give you 60K, right? So if you want to land jobs that pay you more than what you're making right now, you need to be able to walk the talk. You need to be able to communicate. Okay. How do you answer for what is your strength and weakness? How do you answer an interview question, your strength and weakness? For one, okay, so when the interview, if a question is being asked, what are your strengths? You want to list at least top strengths that are aligned with the role. Second is weakness. You don't want to answer the weakness question cliche. See, here's the problem. What happens in interviews is, here's what I've seen in 15 years from the other interviewing candidates is candidates think that candidates answer questions based on what they think I want to hear, what the hiring manager wants to hear, instead of actually answering the question truthfully or doing some soul searching. You have to know yourself. You have to know yourself. You can ask me any question and I will answer it because I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. I know my worth. I know my strengths. I know my weaknesses. I am not going to give you cookie cutter answers. I'm not giving you answers what Google told me to answer when these questions on interviews. You got to be the master of your craft. What I also forgot to mention is, how do you make more money in your career? How do you know what you're worth? You got to be a master of your craft. Okay. And weakness, cliche answers I've heard when I ask what is your weaknesses. Oh, I can't say no. Oh, I do too much for people. Those are cliche answers. When answering a weakness question, one, make sure you're not saying a weakness that you have to have a strength for the job, right? So study the job description thoroughly and understand what your weaknesses are, but what you want to do is you want to showcase, here's one weakness and here's the steps I'm taking to overcome this weakness. The candidate needs to be in Canada only, or the candidate can be from any other country. I don't know what that answer is. I don't know what you are asking. Can you clarify that, please? Thank you. Oh, please don't call me ma'am. My name is Gurpreet. Please address me by my first name, Gurpreet. How are you and your family members? Everyone's great. Okay, geez, anybody has questions for me? My bootcamp program is worldwide. I have worked with individuals worldwide. I've worked people who've taken my bootcamp program. Majority of people are from Canada, US, but I have people from Dubai. I've had people from other parts of the countries take my program. So my program is global. My program is universal. My program, I've had my last batch of someone from South America take my program. Nigeria. I had people all over the world take this program. It is not specifically for people just in Canada and US, but yes, 90% of people who enroll in the bootcamp program are Canada and US. So I will only be answering questions. I will not be answering any personal questions. If you have questions regards to job searching or your career, please feel free to type that below in the comment section. I meant asking that person who's signing for your bootcamp program needs to be in Canada only. No, my bootcamp program is open globally, worldwide. I've had candidates worldwide take the program. I've taken people from Dubai, England, Australia, South America, India. So the program is open for everybody. Yes, 90% of the participants are in Canada and US, but it's global. Different organizations pay different salaries for same role. How does one determine what's right level of salary? You, again, Sandeep, I've spoken with you on this matter as well. You guys, the entire segment is that the employers don't determine what you should get paid. You determine what you should get paid. Yes, organizations will pay different salaries for the same role. You know why organizations pay different salaries for the same role? Is because they're compensating for the talent that they hired. And another way to land jobs that pay your worth isn't by applying to jobs online, isn't job posting. If you're going to be chasing job postings, yes, little bit getting harder for you to land jobs that will pay you 6 figures or above. You think CEOs of Microsoft, Apple, Google, they apply to job postings? You think any of the C-level executives ever apply to job posting? You think any company out there post jobs for executives, CEOs, C-levels? No. You think companies out there post jobs for every single role in the organization? No. Only 20% of all roles actually get posted. 80%, research shows this for centuries and decades. 80% of all available jobs are in the hidden job market. If you are too busy chasing job postings, I'm gonna be very honest. Will be very hard for you land jobs that pay you worth. You gotta stop chasing job postings and get companies to chase you. You need to know how much you are worth. So guys, again, 80% of all available jobs are in the hidden job market. If you want to get paid your worth, you have to. Here's what I'm gonna. Okay, let me break it down. Okay, if in your head you think. So I'm gonna pull up some of these questions. I really like this question, and a couple other people had great questions as well along this line. Here's why you, Sandeep, and everybody is struggling in landing jobs that pay their worth is because you doubt that you can make X amount of money. You have doubts. You have doubts that the company will pay you what you are worth. And when you have doubts, that energy is with you. That energy is going to come across when you are going in interviews, when you're applying to jobs, when you're going to interviews, when you're speaking with decision makers. That energy is with you. And then that energy is being projected to the other person. Okay? You gotta understand how important it is to own your worth. The minute you have doubts that companies will not pay you your worth, guess what? No one's gonna pay you your worth. You get paid what you exhibit you are worth. You have to have confidence in your ability. Now, there's a market for everyone. There's a market for me. There's a market for you. There's a market. So let me just take myself, for example. Okay, career coaches. There's a market for career coaches. Okay, even in career coaching, why do people charge different amount of money? Why do I charge $500 an hour? That's my going rate now. Before I was charging $200 an hour. Now I charge $500 an hour. I charge $3,000 for my bootcamp program. Why is it that I can charge this much, and why would another career coach charge $50 an hour or $30? I've seen career coaches charging $30. I've seen career coaches charging $100 for 5-6 coaching sessions. I've seen people charge, even in career coaching, right? There's different levels of pricing even for career coaches because everybody has determined their worth. I know how much I'm worth. I know how much, and my worth isn't like, I can't say when I started career coaching I was charging $200 or $500, but over the years I've a proven concept. I've proven with testimonials. I know the result I get for my clients because I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of career professionals like yourself to know what I can bring to the table. I know the ROI I'm getting for my clients, hence why I've upped my prices. So knowing my worth. Would every single person out there hire me? No. Can everyone afford me? No. Will everybody pay me $3,000 for my bootcamp? No. But do people pay $3,000 to be in my bootcamp? Yes. My bootcamp program is almost always sold out. So there's a market for everybody. There's a market for everybody. Just like there's a market, let's take clothes now, something people resonate with is there's a market for Apple, there's a market for Samsung, there's a market for lower brands in the cell phone industry. There are markets for everybody. There's a market for Gucci, there's a market for H&M, there's a market for Gucci, there's a market for H&M. People who will shop at H&M may not be the same people who will shop at Gucci. There's a market for Ted Baker. Ted Baker clothes cost $300, starting is $300, $400, $500. There's a market for Ted Baker. There's a market for every single person. You think Gucci or Ted Baker said, I'm not going to charge $300, $500 for my starting price for my clothes because no one's going to buy it? No, people buy. People buy. I bought Ted Baker outfit. I bought an Apple desktop that I paid close to $3,000. People buy. There's a market. You have to understand that there's a market for every single person out there, and you have to align yourself. You have to know how much you are worth. I hope that answers your question, Sandeep. Career-wise, do you think having a degree is good or setting your own private limited company? Again, you got to determine what's best for you. What is your goals? What is your dream? What's your passion? Do you want to be someone's employee or do you want to be an entrepreneur? This question is something you need to ask yourself and answer yourself. See, here's the other reason why people struggle is that too many people are looking for validation from someone else. You don't need someone to validate your choices. You don't need someone to validate your career choices. You don't need, and I repeat myself, you don't need no one to validate what you want other than yourself. You need to validate you. You have to be comfortable in what you want. You have to go after what you want. You have to go after what your passion is. You don't need someone to validate that for you. Yes, different websites give different insights about salaries, and at times it gets difficult. Get companies chasing you. We need to build that particular skill set. Sometimes we do not get correct guidance. Yes, absolutely. So many times career professionals not getting proper guidance because you're getting caught up in the noise. Too many people are giving too many advice. Some people are giving advice that they have no business giving advice. I'm sorry to say this, but people are willing to take it. So many people are willing to take any free advice as long as they're not paying for it, they take it. So many people even pay to get advice, and that person, I know so many people before they came to me someone paid $2,100 to get career coaching, LinkedIn, and the resume is done, and nothing came out of it. They took my program, landed a dream job, making X amount of money. So not everyone can help you, and not everyone can get you the results you want. It is so crucial to be able to get the right guidance, the right coach. You have to determine who's the right coach is. You need to know what is it that you're looking for, who can help you. A lot of people, even in career coaching, are just giving generic advice of do a resume. Yeah, I've seen people who've paid $2,100, and I'm not lying about this. I have helped people who've even paid $2,100 to other career coaches or resume writers or LinkedIn profile writers, and their LinkedIn profile look like shit. Now, here's an easy thing. Here's an easy solution or easy way to determine who's the right fit for you, especially if it comes to LinkedIn writing. Before you get your LinkedIn profile done, from anybody that claims that they are LinkedIn profile coaches, Look at their LinkedIn profile. Look at their LinkedIn profiles. Well, how does it look like? How many people engage with their content? How many people are following them? Ask them to look at their dashboard. Get on the Zoom call with an individual. I'm just taking LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a little bit easy, okay? Anybody that's claiming they're LinkedIn coaches, this is the easy fix. Get on the Zoom call with that LinkedIn coach before you hire them. One simple thing should get them to show their dashboard. The dashboard is private, so don't just take someone's word for it. Here's what I mean. Let me show you my LinkedIn dashboard. If anybody thinks that I'm bullshitting, I don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put my money where my mouth is. You gotta start asking people. LinkedIn is one where I always say to people, listen, like that person that paid $2,100 to get their LinkedIn profile done, and then I asked them who did they got it done for. They showed me that person's LinkedIn profile. I go, if you look at that person's LinkedIn profile, how did you not know that they can't do your LinkedIn profile? So LinkedIn is a little bit easy to determine because someone's LinkedIn profile should be able to tell you what they can do for you. So before you hire anyone that's claiming that they can help you with LinkedIn, they can help you, write a great LinkedIn profile or convert your LinkedIn profile into a lead magnet where you're getting job leads, get them to show your dashboard. Get on a Zoom call and get them to show their dashboard. Guys, this is my dashboard. Okay, I'm showing you live proof. Here's my dashboard. I have 49,000 plus followers, over 27 connections. But here's my dashboard. Okay, search appearances. I've appeared 6,359 times in a search when someone's searching on LinkedIn. Over 25,000 people have viewed my profile. Okay. I have been featured on Wall Street Journal. I have been awarded for awards. I've been nominated for awards. One is RBC, Women of Influence. I've been invited to speak. I'm speaking at the Amplify DEI, Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Summit. You have to start looking at people's brands as well. Like, don't just take, even me, don't take my word for it. But I'm telling you, anybody that works with me gets results because I am getting people results. But now, to work with me, you have to be willing to put the work as well. But LinkedIn is pretty easy. Don't get your resumes or LinkedIn profiles written from people who don't even know how to write their own LinkedIn profiles, who can't even get their own LinkedIn profiles working. Who is a great LinkedIn coach to have is someone who has a brand of their own themselves. People who have brands, who've been building their brand on LinkedIn, are the best people to get coached from because they know what they're doing. Anybody that's tagging multiple people in their posts just to get post views is your red flag. That's a red flag. You don't want to hire someone for LinkedIn that tells you that to get more views on your post that you need to tag a bunch of people in the comments. So always get someone to show your dashboard before you hire any LinkedIn coach. Get on the Zoom call and say, hey, I want to see their LinkedIn profile. How is their LinkedIn profile working for them? Hope that helps people. Thanks, Gurpreet. Very well explained. You are right. We need to work on our branding. Yes, one of the biggest ways to make more money now and in the future is to build yourself as a brand. See, that's the power of LinkedIn, is that that's the beauty and the powerful world we're living in today, is that we have tools that can help us build our brand. Building brand is no longer just for celebrities or products or entrepreneurs. Building a brand is for everyone. You want to make more money in your career, you have to build your brand. You have to see yourself as a brand and build yourself as a brand. Be a master at what you do. You don't know how to build your brand as a career professional? then you need to work with me. That is one of my fortes. That's one of the things I'm an expert is I am helping people build brand. You don't think I can help you build your brand? Go look at my LinkedIn profile. I've been featured on Wall Street Journal. I didn't go knocking on Wall Street Journal's door to say, hey, I want to be featured on your in your article. They came to me. Every single opportunity has come to me. Every speaking gig has come to me. The awards that I've been nominated for, people nominated me. I didn't nominate myself. And here's the other thing, don't get fooled even by awards because people nominate themselves. So some truth. I say business better 9 to 5 is a slave labor. They treat you like rubbish in jobs. Not everyone treats people like slaves. Not every company out there treats employees like rubbish. But you have to determine what's best for you. Go after your passion. Many people being from other countries are afraid to apply to other countries as they are not sure about the requirements of that country in which they want to go. Yeah, so listen, applying to jobs online is not a way to get an employer to sponsor you into the country you want to get into. There's a ways to get sponsored from companies too, but job posting is not a way a company is gonna want to sponsor you. So there's ins and rounds on that too. And if you are looking to immigrate to another country, I'm gonna tell you your best bet is to work with an immigration consultant. If you're looking to immigrate to another country, spend the money and get an immigration consultant that specializes in getting people into that country. So I don't know anything about immigration and how you can immigrate to Canada, to be honest. So hence I'm not going to speak too much on that. Okay, on that note, I'm going to end this segment. I've been on for an hour. So I will be ending this segment. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Thank you so much for asking such great questions. If you need further assistance, please feel free to DM me on LinkedIn. You can sign up. My bootcamp program is starting August 26th. If you want more information on that, feel free to message me. I did drop the link where you can read more information. I always rest assured, I always schedule a call with those that are interested in joining the bootcamp program because I want to make sure that I want to make sure that I am the right fit for you. I want you to be 100% sure that I am the right fit for you. And if we are not the right fit for one another, I will be more than happy to tell you that I'm not the right fit. And I have told potential clients that I'm not the right coach for them. I have no issues with telling people the truth. So feel free to reach out to me, DM me. I will send you the link if you are really interested in joining the bootcamp. Bootcamp program is $3,000 US. And it's starting August 26th. Reserve your spots. Spots fill up quickly. They're already filling up. I only work with 20 career professionals per batch. Once the 20 is filled up, the enrollments will close. So enrollments will close either before August 26th or once I get 20 people. So whatever comes first. So feel free to DM me and don't miss this opportunity on landing a dream role and earning more money than you are making right now. Just imagine how your life will change if you can make more money than you are right now. And if you want to make more money in your career than you are right now, I am the coach to help you get that. So on that note, I will end this segment. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great afternoon, guys. Bye.